A decade ago, Pilger, Nebraska was destroyed by a rare weather phenomenon, twin tornadoes.
For us here and until the weather got a little crazy.
Residents here say that they plan to rebuild. And Jeff, a lot of people that we spoke with say that this town is already living up to its motto, a tiny town, too tough to die.
2014, Pilger, Nebraska. Twin tornadoes hit. The EF4 disaster. On June 16, 2014, the small town of Pilger, Nebraska faced a catastrophe unlike any other in its history. Not one, but two EF4 tornadoes tore through the town in a rare and devastating event, leaving a path of destruction and heartbreak in their wake. Known as the twin tornadoes, this disaster became one of the most talked about weather phenomena of the decade. In this account, we explore the formation of the twin tornadoes, their devastating impact on Pilger and the surrounding areas, and the resilience of a community determined to rebuild. This is a story of nature's power, human endurance, and the lessons learned from an unparalleled event. From the scientific marvel of the twin tornadoes to the heartfelt recovery efforts of Pilger's residents, every aspect of this disaster highlights the unpredictable force of nature and the indomitable spirit of humanity. The day began like any other in northeastern Nebraska, with warm temperatures and light winds. However, meteorologists had been closely monitoring an unstable air mass that had formed over the Great Plains. The combination of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and a powerful cold front descending from Canada created the perfect conditions for severe weather. By mid-afternoon, the Storm Prediction Center issued a moderate risk warning for tornadoes in the region. The setup was classic for supercell development. Wind shear, instability, and high humidity combined to create a volatile atmosphere. Radar began detecting rotating storm cells around 3 p.m., signaling the potential for tornado formation. By 4 p.m., a tornado watch was issued for northeastern Nebraska, and by 4:45 p.m., the first signs of rotation appeared in the storm near Stanton County. Residents were urged to take cover immediately as meteorologists warned of imminent tornado activity. Adding to the complexity of the situation, meteorologists noted unusually high energy levels in the atmosphere. This indicated that any tornado that formed could potentially be large and destructive. Emergency management teams were placed on high alert, and storm chasers flocked to the area to document what they anticipated would be a significant weather event. For the residents of Pilger and the surrounding communities, the stage was set for an unforgettable disaster. At approximately 4:59 p.m., the first tornado touched down southwest of Stanton, Nebraska. It quickly manifested into an EF4 tornado, with wind speeds exceeding 166 miles per hour. Moments later, a second tornado formed from the same supercell, mirroring the first. This rare phenomenon, known as a twin tornado event, occurs when a single storm produces two distinct and simultaneous tornadoes. The sight of two massive funnels on the ground at the same time was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The tornadoes moved in a synchronized dance of destruction, with one taking a direct path through the heart of Pilger. Buildings were shredded, vehicles were thrown around like toys, and entire neighborhoods were leveled. The other tornadoes skirted the outskirts of town, causing additional damage to farmland and infrastructure. Witnesses described the sky as dark and boiling, with deafening roars that drowned out all other sounds. What made this event even more extraordinary was the longevity of the tornadoes. While most tornadoes last only a few minutes, these twin tornadoes remained on the ground for nearly an hour. Their paths of destruction stretched across multiple counties, leaving behind a trail of devastation that extended far beyond Pilger. The sheer size and strength of the tornadoes stunned even experienced meteorologists, who described the event as a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. Pilger, a town of just over 350 residents, was nearly wiped off the map. The tornadoes destroyed 75% of the town, including homes, businesses, and public buildings. The middle school, a cornerstone of the community, was reduced to rubble. Only a handful of structures were left standing, earning Pilger the sober nickname, "The Town Too Tough to Die." Tragically, 2 lives were lost in the disaster: a 5-year-old girl and a motorist who was caught in the tornado's path. Over 20 others were injured, some critically, as the tornado swept through with devastating force. The local livestock population was also heavily affected, with hundreds of animals killed or injured, further impacting the agricultural community. The aftermath was a scene of utter devastation. Trees were stripped of their bark, power lines were downed, and debris was scattered for miles. Emergency responders worked tirelessly to rescue survivors and provide aid to those who had lost everything. The destruction was so severe that Nebraska Governor Dave Heineman declared a state of emergency, mobilizing resources to assist in the recovery efforts. Beyond the immediate physical damage, the emotional toll on residents was immense. Families mourned lost loved ones while grappling with the reality of rebuilding their lives from scratch. Local businesses, many of which had been family-owned for generations, faced the daunting task of reconstruction or permanent closure. Despite the overwhelming challenges, the people of Pilger began to rally, determined to restore their town and honor the lives lost in the disaster. Twin tornadoes are an extremely rare meteorological phenomenon. Typically, a single supercell produces 1 tornado, but in this case, the storm exhibited unusual behavior. Scientists later determined that the storm's strong mesocyclone, a rotating updraft within the supercell, split into 2 distinct areas of rotation, each producing its own tornado. One contributing factor was the storm's exceptional wind shear, which created a highly dynamic environment. The interactions between the downdrafts and updrafts within the storm further enhanced the likelihood of multiple tornadoes forming. Researchers have since used data from this event to improve their understanding of supercell dynamics, helping to refine tornado forecasting models. The twin tornadoes also provided a rare opportunity for storm chasers and scientists to study such an event in real time. High-resolution radar imagery captured the intricate structure of the storm, offering valuable insights into how twin tornadoes form and evolve. This data has since been used to enhance early warning systems, potentially saving lives in future events. Meteorologists emphasize that events like this highlight the unpredictability of severe weather. While forecasting has improved significantly over the years, the 2014 Pilger tornadoes demonstrated that nature can still defy expectations, requiring constant vigilance and ongoing research to mitigate risks. The road to recovery for Pilger was long and arduous. In the immediate aftermath, residents faced the daunting task of clearing debris, assessing damage, and finding temporary shelter. Emergency aid poured in from across the state and the nation, with organizations like the Red Cross and FEMA providing critical support. Volunteers from neighboring communities also arrived to assist in cleanup efforts, demonstrating the strength of a communal solidarity. Rebuilding efforts began with a focus on restoring essential services such as electricity, water, and healthcare. The town received grants and donations to help rebuild homes and businesses, while local and state governments worked to improve infrastructure. The community's resilience was evident as residents banded together to restore their town, often holding fundraisers and events to support those in need. One of the most significant milestones in Pilger's recovery was the reconstruction of the middle school. Rebuilt with state-of-the-art storm-resistant features, the school became a symbol of hope and determination for the town. While scars from the disaster remain, Pilger's recovery has been a testament to the indomitable spirit of its residents. The recovery process also included mental health support for survivors, many of whom experienced trauma and grief. Counseling services were made available, and community events helped foster a sense of unity and healing. Over time, Pilger's residents began to reclaim their lives, demonstrating that even in the face of unimaginable destruction, hope and perseverance can prevail. The 2014 Pilger tornadoes highlighted the importance of preparedness and community resilience. Early warning systems played a crucial role in reducing the loss of life, as residents had approximately 15 minutes to seek shelter. The event also underscored the need for robust building codes and storm shelters in tornado-prone areas. For scientists and meteorologists, the twin tornadoes provided invaluable data that has since been used to improve forecasting techniques. The disaster also raised awareness about the risk of severe weather, prompting many communities to invest in better emergency preparedness measures. Educational programs on tornado safety have become more widespread, ensuring that residents know how to respond when warnings are issued. Local governments and organizations have also used the lessons from Pilger to develop more comprehensive disaster response plans. These include strategies for coordinating relief efforts, improving communication during emergencies, and providing long-term support for affected communities. The legacy of the twin tornadoes continues to influence how small towns prepare for and recover from natural disasters. Today, Pilger stands as a symbol of resilience and hope. While the scars of the 2014 disaster remain, the town has rebuilt itself stronger than before. Annual memorials are held to honor the lives lost and to celebrate the community's recovery. Pilger's story has also inspired other small towns to prioritize disaster preparedness and foster a sense of unity in the face of adversity. The twin tornadoes of 2014 serve as a reminder of nature's power and unpredictability. They also highlight the strength of the human spirit and the importance of coming together in times of crisis. As scientists continue to study this rare event, the lessons learned from Pilger's experience will undoubtedly save lives in the future. Pilger's recovery is a testament to the determination and resilience of its people. The town's ability to rebuild and thrive serves as an enduring reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, hope can prevail. Through education, preparation, and unity, Pilger has become a model for other communities facing similar challenges. The 2014 Pilger tornadoes were a rare and devastating event that left an indelible mark on the town and its people. Through tragedy and loss, Pilger demonstrated remarkable resilience and unity, rebuilding itself while serving as a model for disaster preparedness and recovery. As we reflect on this disaster, let it remind us of the importance of community, science, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. If you found this account informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world.